So I had a few of these guys left and I wanted to go over them. And so the first one we had was a construction that looks like this. Point E is here. Point A is up here. Got some sort of line going here. Point B is there. Point D is there. And point C is there, as well as point O. They give us that this is a 90-degree angle. And they also give us that this angle here is 60 degrees. Okay? So the goal is to find the measure of all the angles. So let's kind of work this one out. Right off the bat, I see that the measure of angle AOE is equal to 90 degrees. Okay? So what does this tell me? This tells me that the measure of angle EOD plus the measure of angle DOC, so EOD 60 degrees plus this one DOC, has to equal 90 degrees. And the reason is because angle EOA forms a straight angle with EOD and DOC. Well, we know that the measure of angle EOD is equal to 60 degrees, so I'm going to plug that in. And I'm trying to find the measure of angle DOC. And then what I can do is subtract 60 from both sides of this equation. And I get the measure of angle DOC is equal to 30 degrees. So this up here, DOC is equal to 30 degrees. And then I also get that the measure of angle AOB is equal to 30 degrees. And the reason is vertical angles are congruent. And so we have angle AOB is congruent to angle DOC. So I know that this measure is 30, and I know that this measure is going to be the same. And remember, that doesn't mean that the angles are the same. It's just saying their measures are the same. Okay? And then we've got some other things going on here. We've also got that the measure of angle AOB plus the measure of angle BOC, so let me just point those out, AOB and BOC, they're all going to add to be 180. And the reason is they're a supplementary pair. Okay, so that's a supplementary pair. They add to 180, or a linear pair. And we know that angle AOB is 30 degrees. We just found that. So let me just zoom in there. AOB is 30 degrees. So I can plug that in down in this equation. So I've got 30 degrees plus the measure of angle BOC equals 180 degrees. Subtract 30 from both sides of the equation. And you get the measure of angle BOC is equal to 150 degrees. So this angle up here, 150 degrees. And we're done. We're done with all that. So let's do a few more. Okay, we got some sort of line going on here. They give a line going this direction. They show you that this is perpendicular. And then they have a line going on through here. And they ask you to solve this entire thing. And they have that this is 3x plus 6, this angle in here. And then this angle over here is going to be 6x plus 3. Well, what do I know? Well, I know that these two angles can add together to be 90 degrees. So I've got 6x plus 3, parentheses around it, plus 3x plus 6 have to add to be 90. And then I can start to combine like terms. I've got 9x plus 9 equals 30. Oh, sorry, 90. So I can subtract 9 from both sides of that equation, and I get 9x equals 81. And this gives me that x is equal to 9 if I divide 9 on both sides. So let me show that step. And if that's the case, if x equals 9, I can find both of these angles. I'm also getting something else here for free. This is a straight angle. So if this is 90 degrees here, I know this side has to be 90 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. The one that I want to find is 6x plus 3 and 3x plus 6. So I'm going to go ahead and plug those in. So I've got 3x plus 6 equals 3 times 9 plus 6, which is going to be 27 plus 6, which is going to be, what, 33? Yeah, 33 degrees. So this one's 33 degrees. And so I can either plug 9 into this guy and solve it, or I can think, okay, 33 plus what gives me 90? And that's going to be 57 degrees. So I know this one's going to be 57 degrees. If you want to check that, you can plug 9 in. I know that this angle here is congruent to this angle because they're vertical angles. So I can write in 33 degrees up here. And then I also know that these two make a supplementary pair. This 3-tick angle and this angle here make a supplementary pair. So 33 plus what gives me 180? Well, 33 plus question mark equals 180. So I can subtract 33 from both sides of that equation. And it's going to be 147. So this is 147 degrees here. That's 2 out of 4. Got a few more to do. Luckily, this next one's pretty easy. Got this guy. Just a straight line. And then I've got just a straight line going like this. And they give me that this measure over here is x minus 33 degrees. And they give me that this is 142. And what's nice about this is because vertical angles are congruent, I already know this one's 142 degrees. So all I have to do is find this measurement, and I know that 142 plus x minus 33 has to add to be 180. Okay, so then I can subtract 33 from 42. So that's going to be what? 143 minus 33 would be 110. So 109. X plus 109 equals 180. And then x equals 71 degrees. So then that means x minus 33 is equal to 71 minus 33. And so 6 minus 3 is 3. Oh, 3. So I'm borrowing. And then 11 minus 3 would be 38 degrees. And let's just check. 38 plus 142. Yes, that equals. So this is 38 degrees. And since vertical angles are congruent, I know this one up here is going to be 38 degrees. Okay? So you can start to find all sorts of measures just by figuring out two angles add up together to be something. And then we've got one more to do. We've got this guy. Some ray pointing that way, and a ray pointing out this way, and then a ray pointing out this way. And they give us that this is 32 degrees in here. They give us that this angle, this big angle out here, is 245 degrees. And they give us that this angle here is x minus 39 degrees. Well, what do I know? I know that if I add up all the angles around this entire thing, this angle plus this angle and the big angle, it's going to all equal 360. So I've got x minus 39 degrees plus 32 degrees plus 245 degrees equals 360 degrees. Well, 32 plus 245, that's going to be 2, 8, 7, minus 39, and then x over here. I'm just going to leave him there. So I added those two together. Probably would have been better just to do negative 5. Yeah, let's do that. That looks easier. Negative 7. Negative 39 plus 32 is actually going to be negative 7. So I just kind of am problem solving here. Plus 245 equals 360. And what I've got here is I've got 245 minus 7. That's going to be 238. So x plus 238 degrees equals 360. And then I can just subtract 238 from both sides. So I'm going to get x equals, let's see, 6 is going to need to go to 5. That's going to need to go to 10. So 3 minus 2 is 1. 5 minus 3 is 2. And then 10 minus 8 is going to be 2 as well. So 122 is what x equals. And then I can find this degree measure and then I can check. So 122 minus 39. So 122 minus 39. Yeah, borrow. 11, 12. So 11 minus 3, that would be 8. And then 12 minus 9 is 3. So I get that entire measure here, this 3-tick thing, is equal to 83 degrees. And that's it. That is it for angle addition. So, got a lot more fun problems to do. Look at all these practice problems you get to do. You have the privilege of doing a lot of fun practice problems. Don't hate me, please.